creating, making stuff we love, and sharing it with the world. We all started because it felt fun, right? And then reality hit. How do I keep this going? Why am I doing 12 jobs for the price of exposure?
Yeah, I mean, I just don't have time to do unpaid collaborations for the moment. I'm so sorry.
And why do I feel constant dread? Somewhere along the way, as creators, we get stuck in a loop. Constant grinding, but never really purposefully building. We stay a one-person show, the freelancer with a dream, but no structure to turn your passion into a scalable business.
Today, I'm Jagua tattooing a creator who broke out of that loop.
Denise, aka Supercatkei, is a Twitch streamer, host, and content creator entrepreneur who scaled her creator brand like a business, with a vision and mindset that primed her for inevitable success. And with values she refused to compromise, even when it would have been easier to. Everyone wants to build an online presence nowadays, but how do you make sure you can scale it sustainably, that you can succeed without trying to be someone else?
Denise made a choice most creators don't, to stop playing by the rules and build something bigger than herself. Inspired by our conversation, I'm gonna give her a temporary Jagua tattoo as my message to her. There's probably gonna be lots of teachable and relatable moments in our tattoo session, so stick around for the conversation.
Hello. Hi, Denise. So good to see you. Thank you for coming.
No, thank you. Wow, the house looks great.
Thank you. Come take a seat.
Okay, I will. Ooh. Is this a new chair?
Yeah, it is. It's just for this series.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, it's very comfy. Hello.
Yay.
Yay!
Yay! Thank you for making it today, Denise.
No, of course. I'm so happy to be here.
I'm so happy. Now I have a proper chair.
Yeah, you do. This is a very solid chair.
I know. The first time you met me, we were at Starbucks.
Yes.
Right?
At a shopping mall nearby.
Yes.
It was such an odd angle because you were drawing on my back.
Oh yeah. Oh,
So, and we
shit.
were sitting on like the sofa chair kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I had to I was trying to talk to you, but I was just like back face the whole
Yeah,
time.
I remember that.
So now it's like proper.
I know.
Yeah.
5 years. No, more than that, right?
I
Like
think
7 years later.
I was gonna say 9
Oh.
8 or 9 maybe.
Yeah, because you were still in school.
Yes. It was a long time ago.
It's such a blessing to see your growth in your career as a friend. Like, even though, I mean, you were my client turned friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for you, and like, I always knew that you had something special in you, even when you were just still in school.
I was a baby.
Yeah, you were a baby, but you're doing lots of things, baby.
No, I remember when we hung out that one time after we did the whole you did the art of my back. I was like, whoa, is it actually possible to like make a friend from that experience? Because it doesn't happen to me very often.
Oh.
So when that happened, I was like, does she really think I'm a friend?
Aww.
Yeah, so like I am very honored, honestly. Like I'm very grateful that like we continued to be friends over the
Aw.
years.
Yeah, me too. I don't know, like, I mean, obviously, no offense to my previous clients, all my clients, but I don't, I don't maintain such elaborate friendship for every single person that I meet.
I am very honored.
Yeah, no, but it's just that when I feel there's a connection, there is a connection line, and it's undeniable, right? I feel like you also
Yeah.
will feel it too.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think my hunch was right.
Yeah.
Because after all these years, look at what you've done.
What do you mean?
Yeah, like you.
Look at
did,
you.
You did so many amazing things ever since the first time I met you. From you building startups for. Can you elaborate more?
I was building startups in Singapore and in New York City for a couple of years. The first startup that I was in was a career development program for youth. That job was really fulfilling because I got to really help young people or people like me kind of figure out what they want to do in their lives or what they don't want to do, which I think is really important. But unfortunately, that startup kind of fell through. So I did work on a second one, which I feel was very pivotal in my life, because in that startup, I was helping to build an online community for folks in the United States. And aside from that being like a really fun job and something that was really insightful, I think it gave me so much more confidence that I had lost in my first startup, to just be confident in my skills and in my beliefs and in my values. So that was what I was doing all the way until kind of COVID hit. And then, like everyone else, I kind of came back home, and that's when I started live streaming. I tried live streaming. Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people know you as Supercatkei,
Yeah.
a live streamer, but not who you were before you started streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've always been so interested in how you approach streaming and being a creator with a business lens because of the startup experiences that you had.
A lot of people kind of assume that I was able to figure things out with live streaming just because of the pure interest in live streaming, but it's completely not true at all. Like I credit a lot of the early success I saw to the things that I had learned in business. And even before I was doing startups, I was in advertising. I was working in ad agencies. So I had that little glimpse into what like marketing was like, or how it was like to be the person reaching out to influencers and content creators. So all of these little experiences in my life kind of all worked together really well when I eventually went on to do live streaming.
When you were in ad agencies and in those startups, have you ever thought that you would become a creator one day?
No, not at all. You know, when I was working in advertising, like one of my jobs was to reach out to the influencers. And I remember really specifically one time for like a specific campaign. You know how sometimes you have to like mass email like a bunch of influencers and stuff?
Yeah.
I forgot to BCC them. I know, so I CC'd all of them. And I remember like, I was like shaking, and my boss was really nice about it. He was like, next time please BCC them. And I was like, okay, I'm sorry. So I've always imagined myself in that side of the fence.
I see.
I've done a lot of like, you know, caring for influencers and mainly like producing on sets and stuff like that. And I think the first time we were working really closely with an influencer, I saw kind of how they worked, and I was like, I don't know if I could do that because I'm just not very interesting. I don't have like a unique personality. Like I genuinely feel that way. So I was like, oh, it's cool though, but you know, I mean, this was almost a decade ago, so I just couldn't imagine myself being on the other side of it.
Wow. And
Yeah.
what made you started going into live streaming? You chose live streaming out of
All the platforms.
the most difficult platform of all.
I'll share with you the most transparent version of this story. So at that time, I was still working in my first startup that was, you know, to encourage young people to pursue their dreams or to pursue like new careers and stuff like that. So I decided to ask my boyfriend at that time, you know, what do you want to do? Like, what do you want to do with your life? And he looked at me dead in the eye and he was like, I want to be a live streamer. And I was like, cool. I'm like, what's that? I'm like, I had no idea what that was. So we spent a lot of time learning about it, and eventually I encouraged him to just try and live stream, because if you want to do it for a career, but if you don't do it, then you know you're never gonna get there.
Exactly.
So he tried it for some time, and I think he put in quite good effort. But I think as I was watching and observing him and his live streams, I just felt like there was a lot of opportunity to try new things and to explore certain ideas, and I would share them with him. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's his stream, right? It's his content, so I can't dictate any of that. Eventually, as that went on, he encouraged me to try to start live streaming, which I was like, I don't know how it's gonna go. Like I said, I don't really think I'm a very interesting person. It was COVID, and so I wasn't flying anymore for work. So I decided, why not just, you know, try live streaming as well then. And I think as I slowly started dabbling into live stream and trying out all of these ideas that I initially had with community and with content, I realized that I loved it so much. And I dare say, I think I loved it a little bit more than he did. Enough to really try a ton of things and to take it more seriously. Like I had no intention to make this my full-time career at all. Like I did it purely for fun, almost as a way to like support him, I think at that time.
Aww.
Yeah, and I guess when it was taking off, that's when I realized, a lot of my interests align because I'm live streaming. So I want to see where that goes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. And did he carry on live streaming?
Yeah, he didn't continue live streaming. I think eventually he stopped. But he was schooling at that time also. So there could be a lot of reasons.
Yeah. And I think COVID
Yeah.
ended, right? I think life went back to normal.
It did.
Yeah. But what we got from that was you started your live streaming career.
I started my whole career from that. I started a career that I never knew was possible to have. Like, yeah, if any little genie came up and told me a few years ago that I would like start live streaming, I'd be like, "You're weird. Go away. You're crazy. Yeah, like you don't know what you're talking about." And it's not like, and the live streaming platform that I chose is not even the conventional one that people come to know of today, which is like live stream sales. I do like live stream, which is still something that people don't really or can't really fully grasp until today.
Actually, yeah, it's a perfect segue to maybe introduce what you do on your streams to people.
Yep. So I started off as a gaming streamer, playing a lot of first-person shooter games or like multiplayer games. And eventually I started to do more music streams with the encouragement of my viewers because they said I had like a nice voice and I should try singing. So I'm like, okay. So after years of not picking up the guitar, I picked up the guitar for stream.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and like practice singing and music again. So that was really, really amazing. So we play games, we sing a ton of songs. I also do a lot of like chatting. So I am a yapper. So we do specific streams like monthly reflections, which is something that I do at the end of every month.
I love that.
Yeah, I just like make a PowerPoint presentation and I put like pictures and recap about the month. And I just share it with them and they also in turn share what they are reflecting on for their month.
Oh, you invite them to share as well?
Yeah, I mean, they share in like the chat. So they'll be like, oh, this month like was tough because of this, or like this month was great, I got a new job, stuff like that. So it's just a really great way for all of us to, I think, reflect together.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I would say those are the three like main buckets of content that I do.
Yeah.
But every now and then we do random streams as well.
Basically, you can do anything you want.
Yeah, that's the beauty of live streaming. Like you could do whatever you want in real time.
Whoa.
And I guess as long as it's interesting and that you involve like your viewers, usually it does well.
Wow. So you don't necessarily need to have a niche.
I think having a niche is still important. Like if someone would ask me like, oh, how do you like grow as a live streamer? It's still like important to have like buckets of content that you do regularly so that people kind of know you for something. I think that applies to like majority of social media, right?
That's true.
Like it's okay. You don't have to have like one bucket only. You can have like a few, like 3, I think maximum, so that people can remember you for those specific categories of content.
And you said in your streams, you actually communicate with your community through that. And you call them chat.
Yeah. So chat is like a universal term.
Yeah.
I think that all streamers use to address their viewers. Because the chat box is literally called chat. So I think we just classify all of the viewers as chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's fun, yeah.
I feel like a lot of older millennials, they don't know that this term chat came from Twitch.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like, no, now it's such a mainstream
Yes.
thing. Like, people in real life say,
Hey, chat.
hey, chat. And I'm like, where's your chat? No, but it's great. It's great. A lot of people don't know that tons of like lingos are actually from live streams. So like Riz is from Twitch, is from streaming.
For real?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yes.
When you invited me onto your stream a couple of years ago
It's been a few
to
years.
talk about burnout and to give you a drawing, right?
Yes.
If I'm not wrong.
Oh, was that the same day?
Was it the same
I
day?
think so.
I cannot remember.
It was in my room, right?
Yeah, it was really a huge crash course to Twitch. Because on one hand, I hear you stepping into live streaming and going on Twitch, which is like a new platform that I totally did not hear about, and I also don't go on. And you're like, talking to my chat, my community, blah, 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 blah. And I've always been like, oh, sounds so foreign, until I stepped into your little streaming room, and when you switched on the live button and I saw your chat streaming in literally the chat box, I was like, they're real people.
Yeah, they are. And they have like actual thoughts and like questions, right? Like
Yes.
it's insane.
Yes.
I remember that stream. That was, I think, when COVID was still pretty much a thing.
Yeah.
So at that time, a lot of people were struggling with their mental health, but they didn't know what that was.
Yes.
So I did a lot of streams where I would try to speak more about mental health and like navigating that world, so that at least the people watching could have like other people to speak to or like share some of their struggles and know that everyone is kind of going through it at the same time, especially with COVID. So I think that was when we were like, hey, let's do something together.
Yeah, I was
was
shocked because I knew that at the point of time you were singing and also playing Valorant, like playing games in
yep.
general. And when you asked me to be on your stream, I was like, oh, that's like so
Random?
Yeah, but when I saw during that series, you also invited a therapist.
Yes,
A
I did.
professional therapist.
Yes,
to-
she was my therapist.
Oh!
Yeah, she was my therapist for like a hot minute.
I see.
Yeah, and people were having all of these questions about mental health, like very basic ones, like what is mental health? And now it might be more common for people to know, but this was like 5 years ago.
Yeah, at a point
4
of
years
time,
ago.
it was something so new.
Yeah,
Having a therapist is also not common.
exactly. Now it's a very different story, which is
Yeah.
great. But so I was like, you know what? Why not invite a therapist on to talk about it? Obviously, you know, we made sure that we were just sharing more informatively. And people loved that stream. We did it twice actually. Yeah, people really liked it.
Yeah, I really liked my experience also being on your stream.
Yeah.
I was so grateful to be introduced to your community. They are so sweet.
Yeah, right, they are. They really
They are so sweet, and it really blew my mind, the potential of live streaming. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like realistically speaking, like I'm not a big streamer, I'm a small streamer. So can you imagine like if I had like more viewers, the size of that community and what that power could look like.
Yeah.
So live streaming is really unique. I think it's one of the most unique ways of making content.
Yes. And also one of the most effective ways of building a community.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah. It's the first time ever where I've seen a creator have community members meet up
Oh,
and actually become friends.
yeah.
And they chat on Discord
yeah,
even when you're not there.
yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like you were just there to just bring
Just
them
facilitate.
together.
Yeah, I am
Yeah.
just a facilitator at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my hope and my goal. A lot of them have become friends,
Yeah.
like actual friends, which is nice.
So sweet.
Yeah, it's really cute.
And a lot of them, they still like comment on my stuff from time to
Yay,
time.
that's great.
Yeah, that's so incredible.
I mean, you're doing great things, so obviously they want to comment on it.
No, but still, you know? But still, I'm just like, wow, from that one stream, they just like knew of me and they're like supportive,
Yeah.
you know? Which is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like you hardly see that level of engagement and connection people have with their followers.
I think it's less common on like other social media platforms for sure, because live streaming is the most interactive, right? Like when I'm streaming, I can't ignore the viewers if they're talking to me, as compared to like if you post something on TikTok or Instagram, the comments come in later and it's more passive.
Yeah.
So they don't make a direct impact into the content in real time as compared to like live streaming. Like they can, like my chat has the ability to change what I do on my stream
It's true.
with like whatever we want to talk about and all that sort of stuff.
It is true.
Yeah. So I guess because of that power and authority that they have, naturally it puts us on the same level. Or to me, I kind of put myself below my viewers. And I think that's why that forms such a strong community.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I feel like people who don't know you, it would be easy for them to attribute your success to just, I don't know, luck or like first mover because you're like one of the first few on Twitch and all that. But like me knowing you as a friend for so long, I know it's definitely all the hard work that you've put in, all the strategizing work and all that, and all your experience from your startups, building experiences that led you to who you are today.
Thank you. That's very nice. I mean, for sure, like, if not for all of the previous experiences in my life, I definitely think things would pan out very differently for me in my career. So I'm very grateful that I got to try a bunch of different things when I was younger.
Yeah. Well, how would you say having that startup experience in building startups and also building startups for communities have shaped your way in your approach being a creator?
I think I've applied a lot of startup like frameworks into live streaming and into like my whole journey as a creator. So I mean, in startups, there's a few things like fail fast, you know, like so try things and fail fast. I think when you become a content creator or influencer or whatever, it's scary to try new things because, you know, there's like your reputation at stake or like, you know, if you make a mistake, people tend to, you know, make fun of you. Yeah, make fun of you for it. But I think it's important to keep trying things. And if you fail, just, you know, fail at it and then move on to the next thing. Everything kind of helps to build on as you go on in your life. So I think I've just subconsciously taken all of these little learnings and theories for building startups into my own life and into my career.
You know, I've been watching you grow like this past few years, and I've always been so in awe of how you approach the creator economy in general as like a CEO, a boss, you know, because you treated Supercatkei, you as a person, as a brand, yeah, and as a business. And I've always been so curious about, you know, how you thought about it, how you even approached this whole thing when you first started.
Well, I mean, I think it was really because of all of the previous startup experiences that I had. And when I stopped working in those, or when I was working in, when I was working in those startups, I was very happy to be, I think, helping people to build their ideas. That was really like my key role in those startups. But I always wondered like, oh, would I be able to build something for myself? Some people can do it, some people can't do it. Not everyone has that, I think, that skill or that strength. And I was very aware that my strength was in helping to build other people's ideas. But when live streaming came about and I had the opportunity to try doing something for myself, and entirely for myself, I think I applied a lot of the things that I learned from those startups into my journey. So even just how I approached coming up with ideas, how I approached speaking and working with people. And I think just taking streaming super seriously. Not like super seriously in a sense where I don't laugh at my streams or make jokes, but just seriously in a sense that if I was gonna commit to like streaming a few days in a week, like I would stick by that. No matter how tired I would be or no matter, you know, like how bored I might be of streaming. Like I think when I wanted to fully commit to it, I really wanted to treat this like a job and like a business. It meant being disciplined as well, which is a very big part of like startups.
Yeah.
So, and I think a lot of people kind of assume that what I mean by being a bit more business minded is that I think more about money. But that's not the case. I think it's about thinking a bit more like sustainably in building something that's much longer term or a little bit bigger than myself.
Yeah.
Because a career in live streaming and by extension like content creation, the runway of being a content creator can be quite short depending on the cards you play and depending on how you move forward. So having that business mindset helped me really plant the foundation or helped me to build the foundation of where I wanted this career and now this company to grow. The less I focused on the money, the more I found like clarity in terms of how I wanted to build the company and the business. And the money just kind of flowed as and when.
That is amazing.
Yeah, I think you can relate to that.
I think
right?
so. I think so, but I wasn't that aware of it myself. Like when I first started, it was just body art business first, and I wasn't really like I didn't really have a strong personal brand in that sense.
Yeah.
So I think that helped because I was like thinking that I want to build my body art business. So I did that incidentally, but I wasn't that aware of it. Like, how do I run that for myself? If I were to run myself as a brand, which I am doing now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I do feel the struggles of a lot of creators where when you don't see yourself as a company, you fall into the trap of like either not being consistent because you're just doing what you love, you're just relying on your passion to create, and money dictates your self-worth.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's so interesting. I've never allowed that to happen to myself. Yeah.
I love that.
So like it was something that I've always known from day one. Money is definitely an indicator of like I think the health of like the business.
Yeah.
But it's not like who you are. I think it's just kind of what I've always known, like my upbringing. Like I've never felt like I was pegged to like a certain number, at least for like money wise.
Yeah.
Like nobody ever. My parents never told me like, oh, because you earn this much, you are lesser than that. You know? And I think that helped a lot. So as I now become like an adult and I start working and I don't feel that pressure, but I realize it's quite common in Singapore.
It is, right?
Yeah. Like it does affect people, but I feel like when you allow yourself to be free from that, you can then earn so much more than you realize.
What do you mean by that?
When I was live streaming and coming up with lots of content, I would always think about how to make good content for my viewers first. And I would have all of the ideas that I had stemmed from that. So my favorite one to share is always about our street interviews. I think it's one of our content pieces that made us like the most mainstream or like made us a bit more viral in Singapore. And that whole idea stemmed from the fact that I had received a lot of PR kits from clients and I didn't know what to do with them.
And you wanted to give them out?
Yeah, and I wanted to give them away. And I was discussing with my team and I was like, yeah, we should just dress up as Santa Claus and like go on the streets of Orchard Road and give it away. But then I was like, okay, a bit intense, right? Because then a bunch of people just run up to you.
Yeah.
So we need to give them something to do.
Yeah.
And so that's when we were like, okay, I mean, let's just ask them trivia questions.
Yeah.
And if they get it right, we give them a prize, you know. And that's how it happened, really just from the perspective of thinking for the viewers. And that went so well and it has literally become one of our like staple content pieces that we are now able to work with other brands and clients to do and to create. And
amazing.
I never imagined that content piece would end up helping us earn more money for the company. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not something I thought about when I made it. Like
Community.
the community, yeah,
Amazing.
because it's Christmas and you know, I want to be Santa Claus. And now we do that like all the time, all year round, but together with brands and clients that help to keep it sustainable. And it's just it's very bizarre. I think
It's crazy.
sometimes I forget how crazy it is. Like
Wow.
that you can just make that happen for yourself.
Yeah. Would you say that's how you that's how all of your content angles happen?
Yeah. That's how everything has happened in my career. I would say almost everything just comes from a place of, I think when you think about your audience, when you think about other people, and you really hone in on that, you focus in on that, everything else really kind of makes way for it. And of course, I mean, it has to come with good intention. Like I can't say like if you think negatively, I don't know what's going to happen for that.
Yeah.
But I can only speak from my experiences.
Yeah.
The more I worry about money and whether we will be okay as a company and all that sort of stuff, the less I feel like the less creative and viral ideas come out from us.
Because you're always coming from a place of lack
Yeah.
and scarcity.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
But then when you focus it, when you reframe it a little bit, suddenly it's like, wow.
Yeah, and it's fun.
Yeah, and
people want in on it.
And it's really for a lot of things. I can like share with you like another example of like how this has happened and how it's led to like other opportunities. Like I don't know how to explain it. I didn't realize how much actually it's a repetitive theme in my life. Yeah, until I was sitting in this chair. No, but it really is. I genuinely hope that people release themselves from that desire for money. I think I think it's still important to have like sufficient money to live.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking more about like the desire to want more.
Yeah.
I think when you kind of release yourself from that, you will eventually get more in ways that you just can't fully, I think, recognize yet. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. At least to me, I think when we are in that state of like wanting more money for myself, yet like I don't know how to, because you're coming from a place of lack, and that's how you see everything else, right? How you perceive everything and even perceive your own potential and perceive the potential of how money can come in.
Yep.
Yeah, but when you create from a place of abundance, I think that's when you realize money can come in so creatively
Yeah.
to you as well.
Yeah. And I'm currently in this like season of my life where I am trying really hard to think of like what is that next street interview idea, right? That next idea that can help us, and help the company. And I do notice the more I focus on trying to do that, the less I'm able to achieve it.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's not coming from that place of abundance, like you said. It's coming from that place of like, oh, I want to create that next big thing.
Yeah.
It can earn us money and make us viral. But the best content pieces that I've made in my life always come from a place where I'm not thinking about that. Yeah.
That's a lesson in itself for all of us.
Well,
I think what you just talked about is a perfect and ideal place that we should all be in. But obviously that's not the case.
100%.
I think life just happens not in a linear way. There's ups and downs, and there will always be times where we feel a little bit down because in the world of content creation, it's definitely very competitive.
It is so competitive.
Have you had any instances where you felt like you compared yourself with other people?
Oh, all the time, every day, right now, in this moment.
Oh
In the moment I'm watching this video when it's done,
no! Oh
I will also be good. No, but it's like, I think it's human
Yeah.
nature. I think in social media, they make it so much worse.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, whether we like it or not, all we are is the numbers that we see. Like, it does impact, how much you can earn or like how many like jobs you have and all that sort of stuff. So I think I am definitely a victim of like constantly comparing myself to other people. And even like the ridiculous comparisons. Have you had those where like it just makes no sense? Like, why are you comparing yourself
All
to
the
like
time.
to like a random person? Like, or like why are you comparing yourself to like I'm trying to think of like a celebrity name. Like insert celebrity name here. Like
Yeah.
that doesn't make any sense.
Yep.
There's
no end.
Yeah, and it never ends. I, just like anyone else, have experienced that for a very long time. I think what has helped me is that when I feel like I'm comparing myself to another person, which is human, I think is human nature, I encourage myself to show them even more kindness. Kind of as a way to like almost like counter what I'm feeling. And some might argue like, oh, then you're just being fake, you're not being really nice to them. But I disagree. I think it's like really just like kind of like forcing your mind to realize that whatever you're feeling, though valid, is not where you should always be. You know, like I don't want to like look at you, for example, and be like, oh my gosh, like SeeMin is like so good at drawing and like I don't have all of that skills and so I don't like her. Like I don't want that to be the conclusion.
Yeah.
Like I want it to be from a place of like positivity and kindness. So in live streaming, it's really easy to compare yourself to other people because essentially like if you've got lots of viewers, you're all the way at the top, and if you don't have lots of viewers, you're all the way at the bottom.
Right.
And it's almost like we are only judged by that singular factor. Like nobody cares about any other metric on in live streaming. It's just how many viewers you've got. And when that is your only metric of success, everything is in comparison. You start comparing yourself to streamers who've been streaming for 15 years or streamers who've been streaming for 2 days. And there's no end to it. And I naturally was part of that loop as well. I still am. But when I saw myself doing that, I think with some streamers, I told myself to then show them more kindness. So I would go into their streams, I would like chat with them, I would like give them subs and like, yeah, just really try to, I think, get over that feeling that I had.
Yeah.
And for me, it worked. Like the more I poured out like kindness to them, the more I realized that they're just like normal people too. Like every one of us is just the same. Yeah, like all of us are just the same. Like, and we should just choose to celebrate all of the different, everyone's successes, because there are things that we have that maybe they don't, and vice versa. And we should all, you know, just be
Kind to one another.
like life is tough enough.
It's true.
Like we don't need to be mean to one another just because someone has something more than we do. We don't know the full story. We don't, you know. So that's kind of how I have approached comparisons.
That's crazy.
It has worked quite a bit. Not all the time. I'm weak some days. I'm like, oh, I can't do this. But I think just reminding myself that I am human really helps.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh gosh. I'm gonna try and adopt that for myself. It comes with...
Do you feel?
Of course! Dude, everyone does, I think. And I mean, it sucks when you are friends with a lot of people that you are in competition with in this industry.
Yeah.
So sometimes even if I have these feelings, I'm just like, I feel so guilty because this person is my friend.
Yeah. I get that.
Yeah, and I'm really gonna adopt that for myself because I feel that takes a lot of courage and also a lot of humility to be like, you know what? I'm no better. So
I'm just small.
yeah, stop being so bitter. Okay, like let's just all be kind. As a first mover in this industry, would you say you have ever felt out of place or you have felt like you needed to explain yourself a lot to other people?
Yeah, I think definitely at the start. A lot of people have a very specific view on how live streaming works because it is quite a seasoned industry globally. Like people have live streamed for like years, right? It's just that Singapore is a little bit, I think, slower to it. So when I was doing certain things with my streams and with my content, people were definitely a bit confused. I like to say that I think at the start, my viewership was partially people who were genuinely interested in the content and partially people who were interested to see it fail because it was just so weird. It's just so different. Like, and it's just something that people didn't expect at that point of time. And it boils down to the small things, even for example, like the way that I speak or the fact that I don't really like swear, which is like very common in gaming, like like rage baiting and all that sort of stuff. And people just couldn't comprehend how someone like me could be on this type of platform
Yep.
at that time.
Do you make a conscious decision to not swear?
Oh, I've just never sweared. Like I just don't swear. Like it's a life like a since I was a kid kind of thing. I think when I was growing up, I got bullied a lot.
Oh.
Yeah, just because I was like different, right? Like me being like different has always been a thing since I was young.
Different in what way?
Like again, like how I speak, the fact that I don't swear, and like how I carry myself, or like the things that I'm interested in. I mean, schools are also kind of like a pretty mean place sometimes. Young people are kind of mean. So
nice.
no, well, maybe I wasn't back then. I don't want. It's hard to speak for like younger me.
That's true.
There can be lots of things, but I just remember that I used to be bullied a ton. And what's most fascinating is that when the internet started happening, like an online space started happening, people would say that like the internet is the dangerous place. Like people are gonna bully you and hate you and all that sort of stuff. But I've actually received the most love being on the internet than I ever have in my entire life.
Aww.
Like people have accepted me the most for like who I am entirely online. And it's weird.
That's lovely.
It is so lovely, and I never take it for granted. And it's just something that I always like to share with people, because there's always this misconception, like especially with live streaming, like it's dangerous, which it is, and it's scary, or people are mean, and those people exist. But I think it's who you choose to keep close and how you choose to build that community that I think really makes like a big difference.
Yeah, I was about to ask, do you think it was because that you created this safe space for other people to be who they are as well? So in turn, that those are the people that you attract.
Yeah, for sure. And I think it's because of all of the unorthodox things I did when I first started streaming that really helped to like lay that foundation. Like at the very start of streaming, like I actually held like interviews to find my moderators. Yeah, like I made them like answer a couple of questions just so that I know like they weren't like creepy people.
Yeah.
And at that time, people were like, that's so unnecessary. That's like too much. Like, why do you have to do all of that?
Well, for those people who are not familiar with Twitch mods, can you just give a very quick rundown of what they do and why that's so important that you did that?
Yeah, so Twitch mods are essentially viewers in chat who have the authority to ban or to delete messages or to change the title of your streams and things like that. So they have quite a range of power. Some moderators, if you give them, they can even end your stream for you. They can start your stream for you.
Wow.
So it can really range quite drastically, and that's why it's really important to be like mindful with who you select and also how you want to build that quote-unquote working relationship with them, because technically they're also working as your mods, right? Like I think most streamers don't pay their mods, and that's fine, but it's just about how you want to build that relationship with them.
Then how do people pick their mods?
Usually it's just by observing, I think, who are your most frequent like viewers that come in, who is chatting the most. It's depending on how some people do it, a lot of it is based on just like luck or that moment, I would say. But I didn't want to take that approach with my moderators, because I recognized that they were going to be kind of like the gatekeepers of the community. So that's why I wanted to host like little interviews and make sure that it was serious. I even have like a SOP for my mods.
Oh.
Yeah, like we created a booklet of like if someone were to say this is what you can do. A bit extra, but like that helped me to then also realize what I wanted from the moderators.
Yeah.
Because how can you expect the mods to do anything if you don't set that for them, right? So I did a lot of these things just a little bit more differently at that point of time, and I think it raised a lot of eyebrows. But now, looking back, I'm glad we had those
Yep.
because I think it saves me a lot of like mental and emotional struggle,
Yeah.
and just really helped to set that foundation for us and the community.
I see.
So yeah, that's what they are. They're very important. Very, very, very important.
And you do have some full-time staff with you now, right?
Yeah, I do.
How many of them?
We are now a team of 4, including me. We have quite a handful of like freelancers as well, like locally and like around the world as well.
How many years have they all been with you?
I would say that my longest employee has been with me for almost the entire career. So I would say like 4 leading to 5 years.
Damn.
Yeah, and one of my full-time is my husband, who quit his full-time job to do this together with me.
Amazing.
So that's coming to 2 years, or like 1 year now, coming to 2 years. So yeah.
How do you manage to find such great hires that can stay with you for so long? Because that's so difficult to do as a creator.
It is really tough. I am genuinely really blessed to have found the people that I have. It is not replicable, I think. Like I don't think it's like there's a formula to it, like, oh, like look at this and then you'll be able to find like these people. I was really blessed to find the people who are working for me. Some of them have actually been my friends for like a long time as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think maybe like why they stay is it's because of the vision that I've always kind of like shared with them. So like I said already at the beginning, I never really saw this career as my own individually, but I really saw this as something that could become bigger than myself. Whatever that looks like, I genuinely don't know. I think people tend to bucket it to be like, oh, you're going to be a production house or an agency or whatever. But the beauty of it is that the industry can change and evolve into something that is completely new. Similarly, like how I became a streamer when I didn't even know that could be a thing, right? So I've always been encouraging and telling my team that that's what we're working towards. Something that we can all be a part of, have fun, and all earn good money. And have a good life. That's it. Like that's what this company is about. Maybe I'm the face of it now. Maybe I won't be the face of it in the future. And maybe things will change, but that goal doesn't shift. Yeah. It's just about putting out good content, having a good time, and making all of us happy and rich in all of the different ways.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Because I find it super hard to keep people motivated if they don't know what they're signing up for. Yeah, so having the vision is so important.
Yep.
And keeping to that.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like I would say like that vision that I have is like a bigger vision. We definitely do have like these smaller goals that we work towards, like every year, every few years, which helps, I think, them to understand where we're moving towards. I think especially with creator-led businesses, again, it's very dependent on the creator, which is so like volatile. Like imagine if your career depended on like one person.
Yeah.
And like what happens if that one person is gonna,
lose their relevance.
yeah, or whatever, right? Like
Yeah.
lose relevance or something happens to them. So I think their worries or the highest worries are very like valid. So it's just about, I think, really having that conversation with them. But I've had like not successful hires as well, and like we would have to like split ways like very early on in the hiring, and that has also taught me a lot about like really being mindful and careful about the people that we bring in, especially when you're such a small team. It's like one person can really make or break the entire culture of the company.
Wow, that's so true. One thing I learned in the school of business is to hire slow, fire fast.
Some people like to hire fast and fire fast as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so there's also that approach.
Yeah.
I'm a bit more cautious.
Yeah.
Also because I'm just so aware that it's like people's lives. Like at the end of the day, like I've told this is what I tell my team in the onboarding. Like our work is not like a matter of life or death. Like there should be at no point of time where you're like so stressed out like that you want to like cry and like break down. Like our work doesn't call for that at all. And I think that really puts things in perspective. And it really makes me want to protect the people that I work with. Also because when I was in my first startup, like that was the environment that I was in all the time. Just like high anxiety, like if you make this mistake, you are wrong, and like things, like everything's burning, everything's on fire.
Wow.
When in reality it isn't. And I never really want to put anyone in that position that I was put in.
Yeah.
So I hold on to that very tightly. As I continue to build my business as well. So I really learn a lot from the startups that I've were a part of, the things that I want to be and what I don't want to be. And I always try my best to shape that every day.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, I can see your love and also mindfulness for your community, not just the people who support you on your streams, but also the people that you work closely with every single day. Like I see how much importance and just care you give to these people that you're building your career with, which is so amazing to see. Because I think a lot of people, they think that being a creator, it's a very like individualistic job.
Yeah.
Because it's highly dependent on you, your creative output, what you say, how you look even. Yeah, and I think a lot of creators also don't really see themselves as a CEO, or maybe don't necessarily have the skills or the experience of building a company that can sustainably grow their own brand. And this in itself is a very important, like, is it even a soft skill? It's like right? It's like such an important skill to have, like people management.
Yep.
Yeah. But at the end of it, like, even though it is building who you are, your brand, but you are also handling the lives of all these people who are helping you make your vision into a reality.
It's a big responsibility. I do wonder like if I would have been happier or like more relaxed if I didn't have like a team, because then all of the money that we earn like would just go to me.
Yeah.
But now that it's a company, that's not how it works. But it's very fulfilling. Like the greatest things and the greatest content that we've put out there is done with the entire team and never by myself. Like I always make sure that message gets put across so that people know that like all of the things that we do is because of the whole team that works on it. Like it's not just me.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I've had good, I make nice content by myself, but I think I make a lot better content with people around me.
Oh, yeah, I can't. Like, your editor, Andre, I love him. I love when he appears in your content.
Yeah, they're also funny. It's true.
Yeah, even in the way that you hire, I see that everyone kind of reflects a facet of yourself.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
No, and I'm just really grateful. Like I think I really just, I mean, the dream is to just have all of us till the end of time, and like like we're just like all like happy and all that sort of stuff.
How would you describe the current season in your life right now?
I think I'm in the season of transition. So I mean, I just got married.
Congrats!
Thank you.
Your wedding was awesome.
Thank you. You were there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got married and I just moved into my home.
Yeah.
And I think that really took quite a toll on me and in live streaming because I just wasn't able to. Like, part of me was wondering whether it was excuses that I made for myself, like that I couldn't stream. But I think realistically, it just was not possible to do all of that at the same time. So it's just transitioning through that phase, also being now like a married person, having my own place, going through all of the nuances of life while still trying to, I think, maintain and improve the content that we put out there.
Yeah.
So it's been challenging, I would say. I would say like I'm currently, like if you ask me very honestly, I'm currently more in like a negative headspace than a positive headspace.
Right.
But I know that like it ebbs and flows.
Yeah.
So like I'm not letting that like define like me entirely. I think just right now it's just trying to be kind to myself, you know, trying not to be too comparative to other people, recognizing that like I just had really big milestones in my life as well. Like it's so easy to think of like weddings and like having a home as like it's nothing, but
Yeah.
it's actually like big deal, big thing. And yeah, I'm just trying to slowly move into this new stage of my life.
Are you doing anything to combat that, like in terms of business? Are you hiring anybody new?
In terms of the business, I would say that we are, I'm learning how to let go of more things. So just scaling, I think, the work and the tasks that I have to do and to let more people be in charge of that. So yeah, we are hiring, which is very exciting, and very overwhelmed by the amount of interest. I think very overwhelmed by that. Hopefully we match the expectations of us.
Oh my
But-
gosh, when the people who are hiring, like, hopefully I match their expectations.
Yeah, no, it's like I you know what I mean. I want to make sure that I give like a like we are a good place to work in.
Yeah.
I just really want that. So in the midst of hiring, and just really solidifying, I think, the vision of what we want to do.
Yeah.
And just building that structure and discipline, because even though we're going through all these transitions, I'm still very adamant about us being disciplined and, you know, posting content every single day and like always coming up with new ideas or like working on new projects. I think that really helps to keep us consistent,
Yeah.
which is a very big part of, I think, running the business.
You are so consistent though, like I can never.
No, you can.
Ah,
What do
okay,
you
I can,
mean?
but
you
it's-
can.
People underestimate how much work it takes to be so consistent.
The thing that like the main thing is actually like letting go. Letting go of like your own expectations of the content. So I'm not saying like to
Have low
reduce the
standards.
quality. It's not about reducing the quality, but it's just about like accepting how this piece of content can look differently.
Okay.
Right? Because I think like you and I are a little bit similar. Like we are like quite perfectionists. Quite perfectionists. So, you know, when I look at content or when I look at videos, I see it in a specific way. Like I know how I want to edit that. I know how I want that to look like. But there's only one of us. And we just can't do all of that. And the truth is we have to be willing to like let go. Yeah. And the moment I let go and allow more people to like help build the things with me, the more we were able to do.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's not easy.
Yeah.
I still have that problem sometimes. Like specifically with Instagram for some reason. I think like because we grew up like with Instagram, so it's kind of like our little baby or something. But yeah, like it's a recurring theme. The more you let go, the more it will come to you.
Really?
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's how I feel with content.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It took years of building that structure for us to have consistent content like every single day. And like we've been posting every single day for like the last 2 years.
Insane. I've never posted every single day for even 1 month even.
That's okay. I mean, it's up to you,
Yeah.
right? Like it's really up to you and how you want to approach content.
Yeah, exactly. But one thing that I've been keeping in mind since the initial part of our conversation where you felt like being consistent is something that is drilled in you when you were in startups. And it's a very important priority for startups and for a company.
Yeah.
And it's so true. It's really one big takeaway I will take home today from our conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. You shared with me before that even though, you know, you have experienced all this crazy life milestones, like getting married, getting a new house, and all that, and having to step back and hire new people on the team, you strangely feel that you're a bit behind. Do you still feel that now?
Yeah, I think it's just a feeling that I will always have. Tim, my husband, he tells me that that's like a good thing about me. Like that little anxiety helps to constantly push me forward. But I do constantly feel like I am behind.
Always.
Yeah, always.
Even without the wedding.
Yeah, always. I've never felt like I've made it. I've never felt like I'm at the top. Like I'm always lacking in something.
Yeah.
I think that helps me to stay on my toes.
Yeah.
And that keeps me, you know, like hungry to like work harder.
Yeah.
But in recent times, I've also just asked myself, like, what's wrong with being behind? Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I don't think there will ever be a world where I am all the way in the front and I'm behind nobody.
Yeah.
I think I will always be behind someone. And I think that's okay. Like, I think there is a part of me needs to be at some peace with that. Like enough anxiety to like keep me moving forward, but not so much anxiety that like it cripples me.
Right.
Yeah.
But like, how do you know you're actually behind? Are you really behind?
It's just a feeling that I always have.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've been told time and time again to always kind of like lean into like my feelings and how I feel, because that's kind of what brought me to where I am today.
Yeah, for sure.
So whether it's true or not, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it is something that I feel quite often.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's a bit tough, especially on days when I'm a little bit more down.
Yeah.
Then it gets me more. Maybe that's like the double-edged sword that I have
Yeah.
to be like this, to be wired this way. Maybe
It's true. Like,
there's a lot of benefits to being wired this way.
yeah.
Like very motivated. Like I'm very self-motivated, very disciplined. But maybe the disadvantages is that I will always have that gnawing feeling. Yeah.
Yeah. Of like not being enough or not doing enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think that's a very human thing.
It is, right?
Yeah. To also just have bad days and to just embrace it.
Yeah.
I think there's so much power in being able to see both sides of this part of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it helps to like have people around you to like remind you of like that you have done things, right? It's not like you haven't. Yeah. Streaming is very helpful for that because chat keeps me very accountable.
Aw.
So that's great. Still can't believe you're just like freestyling this. It's crazy. Please never overlook your ability in drawing. This is like insane.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I do that all the time.
Yeah, right? Like, oh, anybody could do this. No, give it to me. I can't draw a straight line.
It's a very technical skill. Yeah. But I mean, I'm always trying to find a balance in, you know, recognizing that I do have a gift in this, but
You do,
also, yeah, like, even though art is a technical skill and people can pick it up, yes, but I shouldn't downplay my eye, my taste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, like the one thing I feel that really adds on to this skill that you have, like this hard skill that you have, is your ability to connect with people. Like that's like, if that, like that's your like your crazy superpower. Because you're right, like anybody can draw, but like I think what makes you really great and like the reason why you're a trailblazer in your industry is because you are just able to connect with people, and like that shows through like the art that you do. It shows in like your craft very, very clearly. Yeah. Sorry, we're titling this session Ways to Inspire SeeMin, because sometimes she forgets. I'm just more comfortable like streaming, you know?
Yeah, I think it's so funny. If you want, you can just speak to the camera. Hilarious. Such an interesting way your career has shaped you.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I would have never imagined my life to turn out this way. I'm so grateful for it every single day.
I've been recounting the fact that I met 90% of my friends, even people that I collaborate with in business through hand-drawn, like through Jagua.
Crazy.
It's crazy. Can you
Insane,
imagine,
eh?
like almost a decade ago, when we were sitting at Starbucks, if we knew that we would be sitting
Right?
here today, doing the things that we're doing, I think that
No, I remember when like the Jagua art that you did for me on my back was like featured somewhere. I don't remember where. It's like just briefly featured amongst like other art that you did. This was like years ago. I was so happy. I was like, oh my gosh, the art on my back is the featured.
it was great having to get to know you a bit better also through that. You know, because like when I craft for every client, I in respect that this will be on their body for 2 weeks, I always craft with that in mind.
No, and that's what I'm saying. Like the fact that you care is rare, you know, like not everybody cares about it. I feel like it relates to like the fact that you focus more on like the people and the craft first rather than the money.
Wow.
Does that make sense? Like I'm sure there are other people who do this craft as well or like similar or whatever. But if they focus more on the commercial aspect of it, then it helps. I'm sure it helps them in some way. But because you focused more on like, you know, the fact that it's going to be on someone's body for 2 weeks and you care so much about that, that has opened, I think, infinitely so many more doors as compared to like if you had thought of it the other way of like, I want to do this so that I can earn money.
Yeah, I mean, initially, obviously, I didn't realize that about myself because when you were younger, this was my first job.
Yeah.
So money was still very important to me. I wanted to make it work, but I couldn't see past the fact that it is my responsibility that I am inking someone that will carry my art for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I simply cannot see past that.
Which is great.
Yeah, but I think that's also what's beautiful about our jobs is that we get to intuitively decide what and how we want to run our business.
We do.
Yeah, and a lot of times we don't notice, but our values really drive the business. Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, and it just low-key just dictated how successful we can be.
Yep. It's true. I think about that a lot, actually. Like, you know, whether if I had chosen to forego my values, would I be at a better place?
Yeah, a lot of people would have thought that you could, since that's the norm of Twitch, of the platform that you were streaming at.
Yeah. Now as well, like, I don't think that I am very much where I would like to be. And I often do wonder, like, if I wasn't like this, or if I choose to do things a certain way, would I have become, like, bigger? But I'm very grateful, like, for the community that I already have and that is slowly growing, that constantly remind me of, like, the benefits of staying true to yourself when you're in a career or, like, in a business like this. So it is a battle every day. And, like, I think it's more common than people realize. But I think it is just way more sustainable to be yourself.
100%.
Yeah, and to be true to yourself.
100%. Because, like, if you end up doing something that's so viral, gets so popular, and people know you for something that you're not, you're gonna start hating yourself and the direction that you're going towards.
Exactly.
Yes, I think I'm done. Yay!
What is it?
Yes, so this is my message to you. Essentially, when I thought of you, your journey, and like what I want to tell you, I immediately thought of the message of telling you that you're doing great. Yeah, you're so enough. You're doing so well. Yeah, that's why I wanted just like a little girl almost. Maybe it's like this spirit that lives inside of you. You know? And there's a star. It's not really a spider. Sorry. It's a star.
No, it's all right.
It's just like a glowing force inside of you. Like a light that will not go out, essentially.
Okay. Wow. What?
Yeah. And it's like
How do you even think of
bling.
that?
I think you really started from the message first. Yeah.
That's
And I'm like, okay,
crazy.
how do I want to embody it into a style that can fit you? Yeah, because you're like a flowy, gentle kind of vibe. Yeah, like a little fairy. Yeah, so I was like, okay, like I'll just embody that into a little forest nymph-ish. I had leaves because I want to symbolize, in the different ways in which you're growing. I think everything always stems from you. That's why all the leaves, they grow outwards from you. Like whatever that you're doing, they will always grow and prosper, essentially. So I just like wanted to remind you of that trust in whatever that you're doing, because as long as you always align it back to yourself, it will always be great.
That's so nice.
And your cat club,
yes.
they're always with you.
Ayo, I'm gonna tell them tomorrow when I stream.
Yay!
I'll be like, chat, this is you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cute. It's sleeping.
Yeah.
It's sleeping on the leaf.
Yes.
Thank you. You're insane, eh? Like, I hope you never forget that. Like, you're crazy.
Oh, I'll
Like-
click this. Thank you.
Yeah. This is insane.
Thank you. I hope you like
Thank you. I do. Thank you. More importantly, thank you for the chat.
Of course.
Was
Thank
great
you
chats.
for coming.
No, of course.
on a lovely
Anytime.
chat.
This was wonderful.
Yes.
This should be certified therapy.
You're
like
already in the
Sitting in the
therapy
chair, getting art done, reflecting on your life. I pay good money for this one.
Hopefully one day people will pay good
Right,
money for
yeah.
people to experience it. Oh my god, isn't it crazy? If one day brands can sponsor.
No, it will.
Yes.
I'm already imagining it.
Thank you.
It will happen.
I hope so. Oh
It's
my
insane.
gosh.
It's
It's been
beautiful.
a great pleasure.
Thank you so much.
No, this is great. Thank you.
This is
Thank you for the conversations.
Thank you. We should do this more often.
Yeah, we should, eh?
Yeah.
This is fun. Can I have more? I want a whole arm next time.
Okay. Let's do that.
Yes.